Hey Kim, Bill Lees. This is your personal ranking report for February, and I'm going to get right to it. There's a lot to go over here. The two real big things that are happening in my world are Google is putting a lot of emphasis towards the quality score of the content on the homepage and the loading time of the site. Two things that I don't think that we have a big issue with now that we've modified that homepage content. That was one of the reasons why we took a look at that homepage content. Is I knew this was coming, and between the beginning of the year and now, Google has really put a lot of pressure on SEOs to make sure the content is quality. And let me tell you some of the things now that we know now that we didn't know before on what how Google rates the content. We call it a quality score, and here are some of the things that they look for. Now, I knew that they were looking for up to 300 character or 300 words, and we are at compliance with that. So the text needs to be between 200 and 300 words. It needs to be grammatically correct. No typos, no incomplete sentences. That all affects things. How easy the content reads is another big factor. No big words, and which is hard when you're talking Mohs surgery and dermatologists, dermatology. They're saying to write things on a third grade level, so it's not easy for doctors to do that. So we do our best with some of these. Now, keep in mind, the quality score is a variable, but it's not the most important variable, that would deem your site more important than another in the ranks. But it does affect it, and these kind of things we have to take seriously. So the click-through rate, also, this is something new that we didn't know about, is that Google is now saying that if a person reads that content and clicks to another page, that will affect your quality score, because they figured if that content was written well enough that engaged the reader enough to get them to click to another page, that enhances your quality score. And then is that content relevant to your topic, dermatology? So that affects your quality score. So they must look at my keyword strategy in the keyword meta and cross-reference to the content to see if that content includes the keyword strategy. So, and it does. So we should do well there. My next report will have a rating or a score. We'll see. I'm going to pull a calculator, and there's simulators out there. I don't know how good they are, but I want to play around with that a little bit and see how well our website scores based on some of the tools I have access to. So I'm going to include that. Loading time is another thing that they're looking at because of the strong mobile influence these days. They want sites to load real fast, rip right through for mobile devices. But we really don't have a problem with that. We never did really have a problem with loading. We're not showing real big pictures or portfolios and all that. So we don't have an issue with loading. And the average site should load between 2 and 3 seconds. And I believe we're better than that. So here are some of our ranks. Fort Myers Dermatology were 4 and 8. Fort Myers Dermatologists were 5 and 8. Naples Dermatology were 5 and 7. Naples Dermatologists were 5 and 7. Naples Skin Cancer were 1. Actually, this is interesting. This is the first time ever. We're 1 local. We're 1, 2, and 3 organic. So we're all over. I mean, it's just almost embarrassing for Naples Skin Cancer. Fort Myers Skin Cancer were 1 local, 1, 2, and 4 in the organics. Fort Myers Mohs Surgery were 2 local and 4 organic. We were only 7 organic, so we've really increased that. And I believe the new homepage content has affected that in a very positive way. Naples Mohs Surgery were 5. Mohs Naples were 7. Mohs Fort Myers were 4. I've included more Moz terms in the meta information and the site content on our landing pages, and then we have a Moz micrographic surgery landing page that is also feeding links to the site and helping that with our Moz category. So that's our ranking report for February. Kim, hope everything is going well over there at Harris. Call me if you need anything. Signing out from Internet Marketing Logic.